Hello, everybody, to this wonderful race. I'm your host, French Lightning John, and here we have Beeps versus Kishmo. They will be racing in this multi-category tournament. The race will begin soon, and the veto has already been done. The race will be any percent, so be prepared for another good any percent action, boys and ladies. So, so far, and the race has begun. So far, we will see Sarah Station. The beginning is always the same. A little eerie sound, that little blue decor. Nothing very exciting. So the main things we need to know about is that 80% there's multiple routes. The two most common route is a KPDR, also known as All Route, and PRKD, also known as New Route. Beeps is a All Route runner, while Kishmo is a New Route runner. So we will have at Red Tower a route divergence already, and even at the beginning there's some difference between the routes already in the beginning. We will see that once they will be past the Terminator. And now they earn themselves on Ridley, so it's faster. They're in the escape sequence in series. And now one of the worst rooms series, the stair room. It's such a bad room. 45-17 for Beeps and 45-17 also for Kish. Wow, our two runners at the at the exact same series escape time. 45-17. I think it's the first time I see that two runners having the same time. Mankaum, Karal, Mankaum. So now they're landing on Zebes where all the action will happen. So far they will need to get Morph Ball in the first missiles. So they're going to the left. Also, if I remember correctly, Beeps is not using a Moonfall. He's using, I think, Moonwalk to help it with his setup and everything, but he's not using Moonfall. While Kishmo is using a Moonfall, as we have seen in Parlor and here in Climb, which is giving him the advantage of being ahead right away. But Moonfall, the thing with Moonfall is only very few room will save time, and in those rooms, very few save a good amount of time. It's mostly frame saving. And now we have Morphing Ball. With that, now Samus can go into one tide, one tide, sorry, one tide deep, crawling the tunnel. But she still can crawl, sadly. Now they got the first missiles. And then they will return all the way up. And we will see if there's a defense in the climb. I think he should do the wall jump climb. I'm not sure about that. I'm no longer sure. But I know Beeps do the ledge grab climb, also known as BBAT climb, also known as just defend climb. Now let's see the reverse pit room. Oh, here's a really great pit room up at the end. And Beeps opting the gap skip, and Kishmo going for the ledge grab. It's a very consistent way to do the climb. It's saying I was wrong with Beeps. He's doing the wall jump climb. A good powder for Kish. Beeps had a little difficulty with its climb, but it's out. So far, a good powder. And now Kishmo is now at Bomb Torizo, the first mini boss. Only skippable by tasks on NTSC, which is the version they are doing, and skippable by human only on the PAL version, which runs slower, sadly. There are multiple ways to pushing yourself to fight BT. What you need to know is that BT has three phases: full, the non broken phase, the broken phase, and the phase, and its beak completely broken. He has 900 health. When he's below 100 health, BT will lose his beak. Each missile deal 100 damage, and the P shoot deal 20 damage. So you want to shoot in batch of 5 to deal 100 damage, and you want to finish BT with the missiles. So you skip the last animation. And now we'll see a difference here in Terminator. After Terminator, Kishmo doing taking a damage on waiver. That's not good. But Kishmo doing new route will kill those pirates. Firstly, he has to kill them. He's killing them all because he is hurt. In case he doesn't get a good drop. So he need full missiles for the next room because he's not. But Beeps, B is not doing new route, by the way. It's just normally the optimal strat for old route is that you take damage on all the pirates. You just run through them. The reason you route or any route that you fend to first kill the pirate is because you need to conserve as much health as you need. You know the first sequence break, Kishmo doing it very good, very well. It's to get those super missile very early. Normally you need to fight Spore Spawn to get your first super missile pack, and this one you need speed booster. But with a technical Muckball, we can skip Spore Spawn and get those super missile first. Both having their super missiles. And now they will get their charge beam and the missile at charge beam. Very important, especially for new route. If you want to be very optimal, you can skip charge missile for new route, but I really recommend that you get those missiles, as there's more chance that you will get Ek by Phantom. By Phantom drops also in its flame. So, after New Bridge, we'll see the first divergence in the route. Unless Kishmo decide to not do new route, which I doubt. And here we see Kishmo going up. So, all route normally go down, and your route or any route that you fend to first will go up. So Kishmo is going to get his power bombs. Then we'll need to cross the moat. Oh, a little farming here to be safe. That's not a bad idea for a race, especially for a race setting, to farm those bugs and to get more missiles and health for Phantom, because Phantom's a really harsh boss. If you're used to watch Zoes, Oats, Zinni, and the like, you will think, oh, it's an easy boss because they're very used to it. But Phantom is not that easy. Phantoms can be pretty quite hard, especially if you're not used to fight him. Now Biggs going down. He will be fighting Kraid because he will need a Varia suit for all the part of North Air. Because it is heated. You either need Gravity suit or Varia suit to protect yourself from the heat. And any percent you want one of those because it is faster than farming all the bugs. And getting the required amount of health to survive the all round. And Kish going for the continuous wall jump. No, it's he's going for the horizontal bomb jumping. Which I agree with that. Being a main horizontal bomb jumper, I a lot agree with using the horizontal bomb jump, as I find it's way easier than continuous wall jump to be consistent at. Now Beeps already at his first boss, Kraid. Kishmo having a little difficulty with the mode, but the mode is mode. You're right, Andre Dreams. Artist boss is really serious, undefeated. And Beeps having a nice great quick kill, having his back suit right now. Exiting Kraid's rooms. Kishmo being inside the rig ship. There's a reason totally for that. It's because Shek 2 is an evil piece of space pirate machinery. So they always repair their tools with scrap. There's a reason the Shek 2's nickname is Scrap Tool. And Beeps going for Kraid E-Tank. Kraid E-Tanks being slow to take, yes, is a very good E-Tanks to take. It makes the route very safe. And unless you're ready to skip that E-Tank, it's not a free time save. A lot of runners that want to shave off some time think, I will remove Kraid E-Tanks. Like that, I'm saving some free time, which is not. You need to be used to a lot of things because Kraid E-Tanks change how you move all around all routes. There's a lot of difference on what you can do, it can't do. The health management is very different also. It's something you need practice to be able to get those time safe upgrade E-Tank. And Kishmo seems to be trolled by the ghost. Having, I think, a 3-round Phantom. I didn't really see this fight, but I think it was a 3-round. It seemed to have been trolled hard by Phantom. Yes, very nice energy from Kish. Now Beeps taking his high jump boot and taking high jump boot missiles. Another thing you can do if you want to be optimal is that you can skip high jump boot missiles instead and take most missiles, which is faster, but it makes the ammo management of Norfair more hard to do. So high jump boot missile, again, if you want to save time from it, you need to be used to not have those missiles. Nice cathedral room by Beeps. And now Kish going to the attic. I really like the attic in Phantom First route. It's so satisfying. Anything in Break Ship when you do Phantom First is very satisfying, I find. But I might be also a little biased since I prefer a lot new route compared to all route. Oh, and Biggs deciding to skip the farm. He will probably farm after taking speed booster. Yeah, I know Toasty. I'm sorry to be so biased. You know, bowling. Those spike are strong spike. They deal 60 damage each. You need a minimum of 121 health to survive bowling, because you can do it in 2 jump. If you're not good enough, or if or you want to be safe, like in a race setting, you might want to get a minimum of 181 hit points to be able to survive a third hit. And Kish having it in 2 jump. Like I always says, 2 jump is easy, but it is easy because I'm used to it, and Kish also is used to it. So for us, it is easy to get a 2 jump. And for those who are not used to bowling, 2 jump might be difficult. And all he's going to take is it's a wave beam. Oh, and shout out to Kajak here from Beams. Kajak thing is super. And now Kishmo has the gravity suit. The thing is that gravity suit do everything that various suit do, except for 2 things. The only thing that gravity suit do not do is reducing the damage from the baby Metroid when it drains your health, and reducing the damage taken from rainbow beams. That's why even when we get gravity suit first, we still need to go get various suit. Various suit reduces damage by half. Protect from heat, while gravity suit reduces damage by the 3/4, so 75%. Protect from heat also, and let you move freely under any liquid. So gravity suit is way stronger than various suit. Gravity suit overlap various suit on everything except for the 2 things I said earlier. Now Beats will be going up Red Tower to his second boss, Fentoon, while Kishmo will be going down. Now is after we'll get the Spacer and destroy the tube, we will see if he's doing the same variant of new route PKRD, which you create before Ridley. Because the reason why it's safe is because you get 1 extra E-tank and you have various suit. The reason why with various suit is safer is because if you do lava dive, the gravity jump, various suit will reduce the damage taken from the lava, and you won't take any heat damage because the room is heated. While in your route, if you do a gravity jump in the lava dive room, you take more. You take the full damage from the lava, and you take, in addition to that, heat damage. Oh, and Beats nearly getting that down grab at the double tower. It's really nice. And Beats is doing indeed PRKD instead of the safe variant of the route. So he is going full on. So now what you will be doing is that you will take high jump boot, the E-tanks there, and then you will take Ice Beam. If you want to be safe, really safe in that, you can do what I start doing, take your high jump boot E-tanks. Those size missiles are really nice. It help a lot in the upper warfare, and do help if you have enough missile against Ridley also, and make the Metroids very more comfortable. But let's see. Kish is a very experienced runner, so he probably won't take it. No, he's not going to take them. He's going to take the standard route. And now Beeps is at the top of Red Tower, got his power bombs. Going to open that yellow gate like Kish did, because he will need to return by there. But the thing is that for Beeps, it will be easier to cross the moat, and since he has speed booster, he will be able to shine spark across the moat. Like that. Way easier. And now, also, shine sparking there across West Ocean, making West Ocean also more easier. All route has a lot of easier strat than your route, but also Optimally, it is very hard to do, though it's not because it is an easier route means that everything is easier. The optimal strat are still very hard to do. And now, Phantom, since B has Wave B, you can do what we call X Factor on Phantom. X Factor being a special beam attack. A special beam attack is done when you have only charge beam in one of the beams and power bomb selected. If you all charge shot for 120 frames, 2 seconds, you will declare an SPA. And the command name in the community for the wave beam one is X Factor because of how it is done. It do the X, as you will see in there. As you can see, X, and sadly Beeps missed 2 particles. The thing is that those particles, an SB except for Ice Beam, all particles of an SB deal 300 damage, the same damage of a super missiles. Except for Phantom. Phantom take double damage from a super missile like Rid. But you don't want to use a super missile on Phantom unless it's killing below, because it will enter into a raging state. Oh, Beats. You should send Phantom into a raging state. He miscalculated the number of shots he needed. Why Beeps is doing all route? Because Beeps is an old route runner. He's not really a new route runner. Now Kishmo taking his speed booster at his turn. After taking speed booster, he will be going to take wave B, and after that he is all set up with upper warfare, and he will go straight into lower warfare, where there's some interesting strat that are very different for all routes, making a lot of the room in lower warfare hard to do, because normally you have space jump and plasma beam, and also screw attack to do those. All route you have plasma beam and space jump, so making those rooms quite easy to navigate. While in route you have neither of those 3 items, so you need to come out with a new way to maneuver into those rooms. Nice wall jump from Kishmo there. Now we will see the Ethic version all route. With Speed Booster you can do something very cool, especially now Big is going for the Speed Keep strat. Nicely done, Beeps. Nicely done. That was really sweet to see that. I really like the Speed Keep strat though. It's a really nice one. Now we see Kishmo going into the reverse of this room. Fun fact, this room, if you reverse, do not have any heat. The one with the lava and the little volcano. And Kishmo going for the lava spark. Got a charge, got it, and nice. Got the lava spark, nicely done, Kish. And now he is entering lower warfare. Beeps now can relax a little in bowling. Now look at Kish screen. Watching the games is something that you need to think about them, because those enemies take a lot of hit to kill. With Plasma Beam it's pretty easy, but without, you need to do some counteraction like that. Nice watching the game for Kish. This room was made specifically for Space Jump and also Plasma Beam. And now, Amphitheater, quite an easy room though. And for the counter, a nice strat here, since you don't have plasma beam, short charging and nicely done, using the speed echoes to kill those counter. The speed echoes deal a lot of damage. I think it's 2048 damage per frame it deal, and the counters have only 1800 HP. Beeps are forming a little, and 1 Kego for Kish, and 2 Kego. So Kish having the 2 Kago from those places. Now, since you do not have Plasma Beam or any good beams, and you don't have the Plasma Beam full beam combo, you need to use the Speed Echoes to kill those. You have no choice, it's the fastest way to kill them. With Plasma Beam, you want to use Plasma Beam because it is the fastest way to kill those Metal Pirates. Else, you want Speed Booster. If you don't have Speed Booster, like in the 14% Gravity Ice, you have to use your Super Missiles. And Kish farming a little, wanting to be safe for his fight against Ridley. I do not blame him at all, since Ridley in Ural is difficult. It might seem easy to do and all, but that's a lot of practice it takes to make it look like an easy fight. But everything can go wrong quickly with Ridley. It's quite a hard fight. So Ridley will take about 60 short shot to kill, or 20, I think 20 or 30 super missile shot. Since Kish only have 10 max and use 1 to enter 9, he will need to count his shot once he's red. For each super missile missing, it's 2 short shot needed. So the first half of his HP is done with short shot only. Once Ridley turns red, he is below half health. So you just need to count 1 super missile missing, that means 2 short shot, then you need to throw those 9 equal 10 super missiles, then it is missing 5 super missiles after that. So that's 10 short shot. So a total 12 short shot for Kish once it is red. Oh, Kish seems to have missing 1 super missile against Rid. You will need to deal 2 extra short shot. So far, a really great fight for Kish. And that's the end of Rid. I didn't see Beat's side of the butt wound fight. It seemed to have he had a good butt wound when I give a look. But by the chat, he was about to salvage a bad butt wound. So probably butt wound gave him a very bad pattern. And now, Beeps will be fighting Dragon. Dragon is the only boss that is vulnerable to Shine Spark, but she take half damage on the Shine Spark. Shine Spark deal 300 damage per frame, so she take half of that, so 150 damage per frame of contact. Oh, he missed an Exactor. Oh. So he will go for the Exactor opening plus a Shine Spark. Nice. 2 particle hitting. And then I think you just need 1 more Shine Spark. Ah. Dragon is close to be dead, that's for sure. Oh, Dragon swooping and swooping. Dragon after each swoop has 50% chance to either swoop or Coop. Oh, and the Coop Spark there. And Dragon's dead. Beeps did well to use ammo against Dragon. Oh, and getting a spike suit. Nicely done, Beeps. So Dragon, when you kill her, with a shine spark, she can still hurt you when you're inside her, especially if you get a blue suit from her, which is very dangerous. So Biggs did the right choice to use ammo to kill Dragon, and since he got a spike suit, he will be able to do the reverse Alfie. And nice Three Musketeer room by Kishmo. And reverse Alfie for Biggs. And now Biggs will go to Kakale. The thing is that since he is in Elf Bomb, he will get only Elf on those Kak. But I think you need at least one more Super Missiles to be good. And now with 3 Super Missiles, he's alright. And been a while I did old route. I don't like that route at all. Oh, we need 4. Thank you, Zeb. So as somebody Zeb who is a old route runner has informed me he's better the route than me. Need 4 and Beats has 4 Super Missiles. Because there's green door and green gate you need to shoot. So you need a minimum of super for that. And now Kishmo will go beat Kraid as his 3rd boss. And the only reason why we're doing it is because we need a Varia suit. That's the only reason. Not the only reason. There's also we need to kill Kraid if we want to access Turia, of course. But that's the 2 only reason why we need to kill Kraid in your route. To access Turia and to get Varia suit to survive the Rainbow Beams without having to need to collect 3 more E-Tanks, which is way slower than getting Varia suit. And now Kish going for the new strat. That's the lag reduction strat. You shoot with waving below to kill Kraid's little claw that you can spawn during the standoff fight to reduce lag. And oh, missing the opener. Nice recovery from Kish. That was a very nice recovery. And now Bibbs is going on his way to Low on Warfare. Yep, that's true. It's a good super draft from Kraid also. And also, now you will get a little more super missile refill from Mini Kraid. Who is ahead? So far, it's quite difficult since it's not the same route. But I'm betting on Kishmo to be ahead because of the difference in skill level of those 2 runners. I'm pretty sure it's Kish, but the only way we'll be sure 100% who is ahead of Wu will be when they're both at G4. And even then, with Plasma Beam, you take only 20 charge shot compared to 60 charge shot of with Spacer. Each charge shot take 1 second. 60 frame to shoot. So it's quite a lot of time difference in the fight. So 20 seconds versus 60 seconds. But just by where Biggs and Kish are, Kishmo seem to be more ahead. Exactly, that's why I'm saying that. Yes, Trails, the Biggs already did the Kraid. It was his first boss. That's very true, Zed. Lone Warfare Tutorial is very slow compared to Barizia Tutorial. And nice for X Factor on Kish for but Boom. Sadly, he was not able to get 1 round, but did get a nice 2 round. Yes, Rail. Kish already did the relay. He's doing the route Ridley was his second boss. He's going to kill his last boss, which is Dragon, while Beast's last boss is Ridley. A massive lead, I'm not sure about that. But I will say he has a good lead. The thing to us is that you can't really compare who is ahead with very different route, like all route and new route. And Beep's going for the fast pillar. Nicely done, getting the Shining Spark. And now Kishmo into his Dragon fight. And here why this rune is way easier with all route. As you can see, Plasma Beam just killed those guys quite easily, so there's not a problem. And with Space Jump, you have no problem to cross that little gap. Nice Dragon fight from Kish. Now his last boss is dead. And since Beast still hasn't killed Ridley, we can safely say that Kish is ahead of Beast. Doing a gravity's jump, taking the time also re-equip all his other beams. Because normally if you don't do the gravity jump, you re-equip your beams when getting the elevator to Touria. Nice double cargo from Beeps. Since Beep wanted to go for the slow strat for KPDR, going for the Shine Spark kill. Yeah, I agree with you, Zeb. Beep's pace is about a 50-51. I know he can do better on that, but he seems to have a lot of little mistakes there and there. Might be the nerve from the race. Kishmo playing very well, though. Also doing some mistake from there and there, knowing Kishmo skills and seeing him run. Again, I will blame it on the nerve from racing. But still, for a race, their pace are still very good. When Beep's fighting Rid, as soon as the jerk, 20 short shot needed. Only 20. And when he turned red, Ridley only need 9 short shots. And Beep's health is pretty low for my taste. Come on, Beeps, you can do it. I think Ridley's dead now. Nicely done, Beeps. Now Kish is on his way to Touria, crossing Terminator Room. Killing those pirates, sorry for farming. And Beeps getting the Ridley tank as a safety. It's a very nice safety for a race, especially since he has lost a lot of health. So getting that E-tank will be very helpful, and will make Mother Brain's fight very, very safe. And Kishmo doing some horizontal bomb jump. I like to call the GeForce Statue Room the horizontal bomb jump training room, because since you have to wait, the best thing to use that free time is to practice your horizontal bomb jump. And normally that's if you equip your ice and space or being in your route if you're not doing the gravity jump out of the ray gun. And Kish going for the grouping strat. Oh, only one super drop. I think Big Kish shall do the missile kill. Yeah, Kish, please stop using your super missiles. Please use missiles. Oh, only 4 super. So, yeah, that's a good idea. Forming those 2 first Metroid. A lot of time loss. I think that's very unfortunate for Kish there. And instead, I will group those 2 Metroid together. Now with 7 super missiles and 20 missiles maximum, he's now safe to just kill all of them. But Kish really want to be safe. Yes, Kish is really low on missile because he's killing those 2 first Metroid alone when he could group them. Alright, full on health, full of missile, full of supers. Kish is ready now to go kill Mother Brain. And now, because of that, I think Kish is now more on the 48 pace. 48, 49. Maybe not 49, but maybe a 48. It was very unfortunate for the Zeb there. For the Metroid room, I mean. Not the Zebedites room. Mother Brain 2-5 will take 60 charge shots, so 60 seconds, so a complete minute. So it's 1 minute for the fight and 2 minutes for the cutscene. And then 2 minutes for the escape. So yeah, about a 5 minutes. And Kishmo deciding to take a refill here. Not a refill, I mean a safety save. Why I think of a refill is a safe station. And pretty smart play in case he died to Mother Brain, but it's very safe. Even if one of his missiles got blocked rails, he won't soft lock because it's not a 15-10. He didn't take 15 only missiles, so he is still safe. As you can see, he was about to miss 1 super or 5 missiles in total. 1 super and 2 missiles, or 5 missiles. It's not that barely. Of course, if you watch Zost run with 15-10, he can't get one of his missiles, even 1 missile to get hit by the turret. Since those go for world record, he's going for 15-10. But for a race, I'm not. Probably Zos will go for 20-10 for his first match. That's very true, Zeb. Beat's super's count is very low for all routes. It's more understandable with Kishmo. But Beep's super count is very low. Yes, those as a tied world record would be Emot. Beemot and those both have the world record. Yes, it is tied. Since we go to the second and not the millisecond, it is a tied world record. And Kishmo fighting Mothering 2 at the catch-up phase. And Mothering 2 is now dead. So now a little 2-minute cutscene. Beep's really going safe with the first room. And projecting a super. I think Beep should have grouped the 3 last Metroid room 1 instead. And used missiles. So he might have a way better super count. Oh, Beeps also has a very unfortunate super drop. Now at 5. Now he's going for all in. Oh, no, he didn't get a single super drop from the last one. And with 5 super is not enough. You need to go farm at least 2 more super minimum. That's really rips. That's very sad for our Beeps there. Man, those Metroid were really stingy for Beeps. I think it's yeah. With 26 is enough if you refill. If you use missile for the 3 door and refill, 6 will be enough. But you literally need to use all your missiles for the 3 doors, the 2 red door and the get around. And you can't get snipe. But no, you can't get snipe also. The only no, you can't get snipe 2 missiles maximum. So Beep's going to farm at the cargoes there. Already the cargoes already gave 1 super missiles. And now Beep's going to refarm them because I think he wants more than 6 super missiles. Oh yeah, Beeps. Those Metroid drops were awful. And now with 8 super missiles is alright. Yeah, he's looking for 48 for Kishmo. I would say high 48. If it's not a 48, it will be a low 49. Yeah, yeah, 48 2x seems accurate. Oh, Steam there. And GG for Kishmo, finishing with an official SL time of 48 minutes and 15 seconds. Congratulations for Kishmo's win here. And Biggs getting got by the baby. And fixing left the wrong direction. losing 40 frames. The reason why you lose 40 frames facing left is because there's no stand-up animation when facing right. I think there's no more Super Metroid for tonight. Let me check the schedule. The schedule after beeps. Yeah, after that, there's the next race will be tomorrow, the 17th at 7 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time. It will be Balthazar versus Guy Average. Then it will be at 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time, Maniacal versus Lumion Jones. So now Beeps fighting is Motorbane 1. Taking it very safe because he did not want to soft lock. Alright, good. Motorbane 1 is down. It's now the time for Motorbane 2. So Motorbane 2, 20 short shot, a very fast fight compared to the route, which is 60 short shot. So in all routes, you will only see one catch-up. And if you're good and fast enough, there is no catch-up at all compared to all route. And one catch-up being there. Sometimes if you're unlucky, like that's happened to Beeps, she will throw a second catch-up beam even when she's dead. Beeps hurting himself on Motorbane to be below 400 energy because the Rainbow Beam deals 300 damage. And if you're above 100 energy, Motorbane will hurt you to get your health below 100 so you can enter the cutscene. So you want that to be faster, you hurt yourself Motorbane, so the cutscene will appear immediately after the Rainbow Beam. So now, it seems Beeps will have about 55. At a time of 55. Taking into account, no, not more than 55. This take 2 minutes plus the escape 2 minutes. So 4 minutes. So, plus the fight. It seems Beeps will have a time of 56, 57. I think it will be a 57. Very unfortunate to him. Those Metroid were very stingy for both Kish and Beeps. Especially for Beeps. And now Motorbane 3 fight. A very easy fight with Hyper Beam. and now dying for the escape sequence. So now all Beeps has to do is go on all this room. Oh, Beeps tried to go for this moonfall, but unfortunately was not completely left enough to be able to do this moonfall. He has failed the best moonfall, the most important one. Oh, Beeps! He tried to go for the spark escape, but missed it by a few pixels. And Beeps, like always, will save the animals. So we're looking at a good time for Beeps. So a low 56, I presume. And GG for Beeps, finishing with an official SL time 55:58. Congratulations, Beeps, for finishing. And so this finished this episode of Super Metroid Tournament Race for today. So stay tuned tomorrow at 7 p.m. and 10 p.m. Eastern Daylight Time for more Super Metroid match on SpeedGaming 4 and SpeedGaming 1. Balthazar vs. Guy Average and Maniacal vs. Lumion Jones. I was your host, French Knight Incheon, and I say to everybody of you, thank you for tuning in and see you next mission.